one of the most important things any single person can do is to rise above whatever they got going on. You pick the example. Being human from an evolutionary standpoint or perspective, going as far back as the caveman days, when things in the museum was just trying to eat you. You get the picture. You got to think about it. Why do you think there are drawings on the wall in the caves? You either stayed in the cave for safety, or you just basically got eaten. Now, so your mind has embedded qualities in your DNA to actually keep you safe, which is cool. I understand. But your mind has developed certain algorithms, thinkings that made sense from an evolutionary standpoint or perspective because it basically had to. It made sense when we had to worry about what was being eaten, if you was being eaten by a lion, jumping out of the bushes, or some hungry animal trying to get you, that thought you as a snack. But it no longer makes sense in today's modern times and worlds. And when you allow the fear of being ostracized, when you allow the fear of stepping outside of your comfort zone, when you allow the fear of failure to hold you back, that's when people no longer want more in their lives. Now that's cool, but if you're watching, this is I know you want more, but you just don't know how or where to turn or where to start or even understand the concept. But people never really build the life that they're truly meant to live because it's always coming from a biological standpoint, and they're allowing themselves to be held back by their very own humanity, by the very thing that got us here. But once you realize now in modern times, you can take control of the evolution of your own mind, and you can leverage the fact that what humans are, what makes us great is what's got us here. Honestly, it's our ability to adapt. It's our ability to look around at the environment that we live in now and tell yourself, how can I get myself together to make sense in this world? And the truth of being you isn't whether you're Superman or not. It's that you're going to have to feel fear. It's how do you overcome that fear, that doubt on a conscious level. Basically literally learning how to manipulate your subconscious mind into growing stronger, becoming better, and even helping others in defeating those emotions that will make you feel confident, into building more confidence that you need in order to face the difficult things that you have going on. But in order to do these and face these things, sometimes you're most afraid. And in fact, if you're goal-oriented or even a dreamer, when you're trying to build something that really matters, if you're trying to be a disciple of change, and if you're actually trying to make an impact in this world, the thing that you're going to have to focus on is basically overcoming all the bullshit thoughts or negativity impulses. And it's going to be building a different mindset that is basically unbeatable and unbreakable. It's going to be finding ways to do things you least want to do and asking yourself one simple question: what do my dreams demand? What am I trying to do? And what am I trying to build? And basically, who am I to become? Who am I trying to become? Because once you understand that you can work backwards, I'm a big working backwards guy. You can hold the key to a lot of things in your life. You can see that the path to that execution, and along the way, anytime those fears or doubts or pops up this ugly head, I get them sometimes. Anytime that you feel that there is no other way, you will know how to accept it, deal with it, or even dance with it, because that's just part of life. If your dreams demands that you get up, and if your aspirations demands that you push through it all, and that if your goal demands that you you throw everything away and just have to rebuild and start all over, then so be it. You find a way to build that confidence that you need to keep freaking going on. You know, you do what you gotta do, and having the power to be able to leverage the fact that we as humans, me and you, are adaptation machines. I know we fail more at times, but then you can move forward, and that is just part of the process. And if you really look at it closely, you know, us being fear manipulators and moving forward, because at the end of the day, what makes us feel great is our ability to change. And once you kind of understand that, once you understand that only you can hold you back, and you not be able to stop yourself from getting what you truly desire, it might change. It can change from person to person, but now you can't stop feeling that. But what you can stop yourself from is giving into it. You might not be able to stop yourself from failing, because that's going to happen. You're going to fail. I mean, don't get me wrong, but you can stop yourself from giving into it. And it all comes down to how you react and how you deal with it. It all comes down to what you decide you're going to do. So whether you kind of like feel fear or have doubt, on the other side of that is the redemption, and that at the end of the day, that's all that matters, that you move forward. You know, courage is not the absence of fear, it's rising up in the face of it. And that's according to Mark Twain. And so if we can all do that and have the courage to act even in the worst times, when fear is trying to show their ugly mug, then you can do something extraordinary with your life. You know, when you do decide to impact your life, you know, there's one thing to remember. You have the keys to unlock your true God-given talent and potential. And personally, I don't want you to throw that gift away. You know, I did it once. And remember, if you're not evolving, you're revolving like a dog chasing its tail. Now it's basically your turn to do something. All right, guys. Bye.